Equations of straight lines. Equations of straight lines are usually written in one of two forms: gradient intercept form or general form. In gradient intercept form, we write the relationship between x and y as y equals mx plus c, where here the m is the gradient of the line and the c is the y-intercept. That's where the line crosses the y-axis. And although the c is just a number when we write down the equation, when you ask for the y-intercept itself, you need to give coordinates, and it means that the line crosses the y-axis at the point 0, c. Remember, every point on the y-axis has an x-coordinate of 0. In general form, the relationship between x and y is given as ax plus by is equal to d. The a, b, and d are typically integers in this form, so the a, b, and the d are not usually fractions. They would be whole numbers if we're in general form. It is relatively straightforward to find both x and y intercepts using this form. The x-intercept happens when y is 0, so you substitute y is 0 in and just end up with ax equals d, so you can find the x-intercept. And the y-intercept is when x is 0, so you substitute x is 0 and you end up with by equals d, and you solve that for y. It's relatively easy to convert between the two forms, so as an example, we have one in general form here. And remember, to get it into gradient intercept form, we want to write it in the form y equals mx plus c. So to start with, I'll just subtract 3x from both sides. So I've got 4y is negative 3x plus 12, and then divide through by 4. So y is negative 3/4 x, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. And then it's in gradient intercept form, and I can easily read off that the gradient is negative 3/4, and it will cross the y-axis at 0, 3. Now we have a line that's given to us in gradient intercept form. And remember, we want to write that into the form ax plus by is equal to d, with a, b, and d all being integers. So I'm going to multiply through by 4 to start with. So 4y, if we multiply this by 4, the 4's cancel and we get 3x. And don't forget to multiply the 1 by 4 as well. Now just bring the 3x to this side, so we'll have 4y minus 3x is equal to 4, so that's one way of doing it. Or we could have brought the 4y to this side and had 0 equals 3x minus 4y plus 4, and then taken the 4 to the other side. So 3x minus 4y would be equal to negative 4. Either of those would be in general form.